Sakyamuna.
Hello everyone. Today I'd like to share a story about how a young prince rescued an injured swan with great compassion. One day, when I was 9 years old and strolling alone in the garden, a swan suddenly dropped from the sky and writhed on the ground in front of me in great pain. I ran to pick it up, and I discovered that an arrow had deeply penetrated one of its wings. I applied pressure to the wound with my finger to stop the bleeding, and took the bird inside the palace to find Princess Sundari, the lady in waiting. She agreed to pick a handful of medicinal leaves and make a poultice for the bird's wound. The swan shivered, so I took off my jacket and wrapped it around her. Then I placed her close to the royal fireplace. I was about to go find some rice for the swan when my 8-year-old cousin, Devadatta, burst into the room. He was clutching his bow and arrows, and he asked excitedly, "Siddhartha, did you see a white swan fall down near here?" Before I could answer, Devadatta saw the swan resting by the fireplace. He ran towards it, but I stopped him. "You may not take the bird," my cousin protested. "That bird is mine," I shouted myself. I told him, "This bird is wounded. I'm protecting it. It needs to stay here." Devadatta was quite stubborn and not about to give in. He argued, "Now listen, cousin, when this bird was flying in the sky, it didn't belong to anyone. As I'm the one who shot it out of the sky, it rightfully belongs to me." His argument sounded logical, but his words made me angry. So I just stood there, speechless, becoming more upset. Then, I saw a way to answer him. "Listen, cousin," I told him, "those who love each other live together, and those who are enemies live apart. You tried to kill the swan, so you and she are enemies. The bird cannot live with you." I saved her, bandaged her wound, warned her, and was on my way to find food for her when you arrived. The bird and I love each other, and we can live together. The bird needs me, not you. As we couldn't agree on our own, we decided to take our concern to the adults. That day, there was a meeting of the government in the palace, so we scurried to the Hall of Justice, where they were meeting. We presented our problem to the ministers and asked them to render judgment. The affairs of state came to a halt as the man listened, first to Devadatta and then to me. They discussed the matter at length, but they also were unable to agree. The majority seemed to be leaning towards Devadatta, when my father, the king, suddenly cleared his throat and coughed a few times. All the ministers suddenly stopped speaking and tell me if you don't think this is odd with total accord. They agreed that my argument was correct and that the bird should be given to me. Devadatta was beside himself with anger, but of course, there was nothing he could do. I had the bird, but I wasn't really happy. Even though I was still young, I knew that my victory had been less than honorable. I was given the bird because the ministers wanted to please my father, not because they saw the truth of what I said. Yes, it was. But turning my thoughts to the bird, I took comfort in the fact that she was safe. Otherwise, she surely would have ended up in a cooking pot. In this world, few people look with the eyes of compassion, and so we are cruel and merciless toward each other. The weak are always oppressed by the strong. I still see that my reasoning that day was correct, for it arose from love and understanding. Love and understanding can ease the suffering of all beings. The truth is the truth, whether or not it is accepted by the majority.